So I opened a new brokerage account with Lightspeed and I already got a day trading margin call. So let's get into the video.
I just want all of the money.
As some of you regular viewers of the vlog might know, I've been really struggling with ThinkOrSwim for the longest time. What I liked about it was very visual in terms of the trade. It was very easy to follow what I was doing, buying and selling. I felt like some of the other brokers were a little bit harder to follow for on-screen action, Interactive Brokers, E-Trade, TradeStation. So I decided I would open an account with Lightspeed, see how it is. And this was my first week trading with Lightspeed. Wednesday was an important day because crypto was basically crashing all day. It's still crashing. I didn't buy crypto on the dip. I've been out of Bitcoin, as you guys know. I sold most of my Bitcoin months ago, between 33 and 36. I sold most of my Ethereum around 19. And I want to correct it, I sold all of my Bitcoin between 33 and 36. I had no Bitcoin left. The reason I'm bringing this up was the trades on Wednesday through the crypto crash was, rather than buying the currencies directly, I decided to buy stocks heavily priced against cryptocurrencies. So I bought Mara, as you guys have seen through my Sunday video, I talk about Mara, and I bought Riot, which I also talk about in my Sunday videos. I bought the dip because the setup looked good, but the setup went against me very quickly. Now, here's the thing to keep in mind with crypto is you need a lot of room to let the trade breathe. Don't hyper focus on the charts like you would do with other charts. Give the trade some time to play out because crypto is super volatile. Quite frankly, it doesn't really play by the normal trading setups the way other stocks do. So you have to give it a little bit more time to breathe. With the huge crash on Wednesday, typically crypto has been bought back aggressively. I would still be cognizant, at this point in time, it looks like we're in a bear market for crypto. So maybe don't follow this rule so much right now, but buying the dip on these names have actually worked. Just keep your trades very small and manageable. So I bought Mara, I bought Riot, I bought another company called Skills. I want to talk about them very quickly. A bunch of buying has been occurring on Skills. It's been picking up some hedge fund demand lately. It had a huge spike up. I think it spiked to $30 and then it shot back down to 16. Kathy Woods, I keep mentioning her, but she's interested in Skills as the company, as a name to add to her portfolio. So it's something you might want to buy on the long side on dips. So you might want to buy the dips on Skills. But once again, wait for good setups. We had a good setup on Wednesday, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to. One thing you'll notice right away is I've only loaded this account with about 10,000, and so I'm on margin basically right away with these three trades. First chance on a pop, I'm probably going to liquidate both Mara and Riot, even though I think they can go a lot higher because these names are super volatile. If I make a certain amount of money, I'll take them off the table, and that's exactly what I did. I took Mara and Riot off the table right away. You'll notice I held on to Skills, and the reason for that is typically you can only do 3-day trades in a 5-day span without violating the SEC rule of pattern day trader. If you do that, you have to load your account with about $25,000. I wasn't sure the state of this account right away, so I didn't want to get hit with that right away, so I decided I think I can let Skills ride for one more day. Now, the next trade I want to talk about took place on Thursday. I took a short position on Kohl's. Now, Kohl's actually was a perfect setup to take short. The market actually opened down very low for Kohl's. It was down almost 10% at one point. If you take a look at the candles and the charts of Kohl's, it really was a perfect setup to short into Kohl's even further. Kohl's actually didn't report the worst earnings. They just had some more anticipated costs with supply chain management, things like that. Supply chain's a big deal now, you guys. I'm trying to buy some more freaking furniture, and quite frankly, it's taking me months. Right now, I have this old shitty desk that I can karate chop in half as my dining table. So Kohl's was talking about that, and for that reason, it dropped 10%. Anyway, we're not talking about stock analysis right now. We're talking about trades, and Kohl's was a perfect short. I didn't have much money in the account right now, so I took 100 shares, short position on Kohl's, took profits pretty quickly on Kohl's. I closed out of my skills position to help avoid the pattern day trading rule. And I was trying to make a decision on, on the fly, whether I was gonna become a pattern day trader right away or wait a little bit longer. But you know what? I saw Viacom go in the money for me. So Frugal Tiger saw that money, his eyes just lit up, and he took the trade. Basically what this means is I've now done 4 round trip trades in a 5-day period. It turns out it was a 2-day period. I just couldn't help myself. It worked out pretty well for me. I made a little over $400 on a 10K account in 2 days. I was pretty happy with the result, 400 and change in basically 2 days for clicking a bunch of buttons. And I say that lightly and jokingly. This is, trading is hard, and I don't want to make it seem like trading is an easy way to make money. It's hard. What the day trading margin account means for me, and will mean for you if you guys want to be day traders, is in order to constantly do round trips, the SEC requires you to have a pattern day trading account of $25,000 minimum. It doesn't mean you have $25,000 on the side. It means your total account value has to be $25,000. A combination of equities and cash in order to have a pattern day trading account. There's a lot of advantages to having this. That's not the scope of this video. I just kind of wanted to go back into a trading video. It's been a long time since I've done it. There's almost no chance ThinkOrSwim is gonna make another appearance on the blog. I'll still have the account open. It's just, they fucked up way too many times at this point in time. Let me know how the visuals come in for Lightspeed, which is what I'm using here. Let me know if Lightspeed, if everything looks good and crisp and it's easy to follow. And this will be what I will be using going forward. I think I pretty much made my decision on Lightspeed, but if enough people say no, don't use this, I can't follow shit, then I won't. I felt like I got that feedback with TradeStation. A lot of people thought it looked great, but it was too much information, information overload. They had a hard time following what I was doing. I made 2 videos using TradeStation, and that was some of the feedback I got from my friends and a couple of comment section. I love using the broker. I've still used the broker on that screen right there where you guys won't be able to see what I'm doing, but chances are I will not, it will not be making an appearance again on the vlog based on some feedback I've heard. Let me know what you think about Lightspeed. This is probably gonna be it, you guys, unless enough people complain. And I hope you guys like it. I hope it was clear. I'm loading more money into this account. We'll be at 30,000, which is what I recommend all traders use, $30,000 to start trading. And that'll be it. That's all I got for this week. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you watch the trades, and I will see you next week. I wanted to quickly talk about one of the things you might have noticed me doing a lot through the broker is I was trying to place orders slightly different ways and trying out different ways to close out my position just as a test out of the broker. For the most part, I was using the limit order system where it manually allowed me to buy stock. When I went to go sell Mara, you'll notice I tried to use that same technique where I tried to sell Mara using the sell system. I failed multiple times, but what I liked about this broker so far, this is not a thorough review, I could quickly cancel an order that I knew wasn't going to execute quick enough. So you had the orders tab right there in the screen, and then I quickly was able to cancel it, try again, fail again, and then try to sell it another time. So it was a nice test for me of the broker, how my orders are getting sent off, if they're getting hit or not, and how quickly I can cancel orders. That process seemed pretty seamless. I also tried the whole right-click and close out position order, which you would have seen for Riot, where I right-clicked and tried to close 100% of the position, or 300 shares, and that worked really well too. I don't usually like to do that because you don't necessarily know what price you're going to get filled at. Maybe out of nowhere the market tape turns negative, who knows, right? But that I liked using it. Keep in mind, I'm experimenting with the different techniques this platform will allow. And those two were pretty cool to watch and see. Both the quick ability to cancel my orders, to use the widget to set the exact limit price, as well as closing out the entire position just simply by right-clicking. Thought I'd quickly throw that in there.
I just want the money, 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 money.